So, just hear me out. The term closure is usually reserved for the end of a romantic relationship. So many people put importance on having closure. However, closure is an illusion. I'll start by saying that when a relationship ends mutually, there usually is not any need for closure. Both parties agreed that they are not a good fit and they move on. I'm talking about a relationship where one person dumps the other. Naturally, the person being dumped wants to know why. I'm here to tell you that asking why is so useless. If someone breaks up with you, they are rarely truly honest about why. They will either A, tell you what they think you need to hear to move on to avoid hurting your feelings, or B, tell you what will cover their ass and not make them look bad. If they are a decent person, they will not want to destroy you by telling you that they just don't love you because there is something about you that they don't want to be with. They won't make it about you. They will make it about them to protect your feelings. I dated a guy once who was spectacularly bad in bed. On paper, he was perfect for me, but my goodness, the sex was really terrible. And it wasn't just about technique, because I do think you can guide your partner to do things the way you like them. He just did not care what was happening with me, and it was a 10-minute grand fest until he finished. You cannot teach a 40-year-old man to not be selfish in bed. Either he cares about his partner's enjoyment or he doesn't. There is no way that I was going to tell him that this is the reason I was ending things with him. Even though we only dated a few weeks and we slept together twice. My friend said I should do it again in case he was just nervous the first time, but nope. He was just bad in bed. I was not about to tell him this and possibly destroy his self-confidence. Sex is very subjective, and just because I didn't like it does not mean someone else won't. In fact, he had a girlfriend when we first met, and he told me all about her because we were work friends. When they broke up, they continued to have sex for 6 months after. Clearly, she liked it. So who am I to tell him that he's bad in bed? I made up something else to protect his feelings, and he's been happily married for the last 20 years and has a child, so everything worked out the way it should have for him. If I had been honest, who knows what it would have done to his self-esteem? I would never want to hurt someone like that, and he didn't deserve it because he was a wonderful person. So did he get closure? He thinks he did. I told him what he needed to hear to move on. The next scenario is a person who is dumping you because they fucked up, they cheated or lied about something, or they are hiding things from you that they know you would not approve of. Maybe drugs or gambling, whatever it is, they want to protect their own ass. They don't want to be the villain in the story. They will protect the reputation at all costs. So they will usually pull the whole "it's not you, it's me" storyline. They will make up excuses as to why they cannot be in a relationship with you, why you deserve better, why they are broken. Whatever excuse they make up is designed to protect themselves. This happened to me when I dated a guy for 5 months, and he would never call me his girlfriend. He would not commit to even saying that we are together. It left me feeling insecure, which is not normal for me, so I walked away. He told me that something was holding him back, but he could not figure it out. He said I deserve to be happy and that I should find someone that will give me everything I need in life. These were all platitudes designed to make me accept the breakup. With this particular guy, I ended up reaching out 3 years later to say hello. I knew at the time of the breakup that his excuses were bullshit, but I've never been really big on needing closure. After 3 years, I had no ill feelings towards him, so when we started chatting, he invited me over to catch up. We ended up talking for 4 hours. He finally admitted to me that he wanted an open relationship and did not know how to tell me. And the reason he wanted an open relationship was because he sometimes suffers from ED. He knows I have a high sex drive and he felt that he would never be able to satisfy me. He was afraid that I will judge him and that I will be disgusted by the idea of an open relationship. He never gave me a chance to choose for myself, but he said all the right things when we broke up so that I would not feel bad about myself. I won't lie. After 3 years, it did feel good to get some closure, but I did not really need it and I could have lived without it. I'm glad he was finally honest with me, because these are the things he would not even talk about with his friends, and it actually bonded us to each other. All this to say is that closure is whatever makes you feel better, but the person breaking up with you will rarely be honest in the moment. If you're still on good terms with some of your exes, reach out after a few years and maybe they will be willing to have a candid conversation about what actually happened, because the emotions won't be so raw. Most people think that closure is asking questions until they hear an answer that makes them feel better. Closure is just accepting what is happening and moving on. I wish this for you all. Let the debate begin in the comment section.